Oh yeah, all
Good
right.
morning.
We are live. Good morning, everyone. Or at least good morning from
Oh,
Australia.
good morning for Australia. Yeah,
Yes.
9:30 a.m. on a
Yeah.
Sunday. Let me move
Yes.
this knife.
I am not feeling 100%. I'm a bit down with the flu, so apologies.
Ooh.
And oh, what's going on there? Okay, so this is episode two. We're just shooting the shit. Trying to do just a hangout session with my good friends over here, Charles, Anna, Greg. Unfortunately, I don't think Devin is going to join us today. Lame. But so yeah, we're just going to talk a couple of things. One of it will be GXK. I'm excited to talk about it. Greg probably hates it as usual. But yeah,
I want to talk
let's get
about
it.
that first. Let's just talk about it.
What? No, no. We have to
I
go
know.
in this. Okay, all right. So right now we're gonna go into collector news. So anything that we like, that we came up with the past month, we want to showcase. It will be in this section. So, yeah. What are we showing now, Charles?
All right, who's going first is the real question. Let me get all the.
I'm
pictures
easy.
set up.
Whoever wants to go first. I'll go last because I literally show it as part of my my acquisitions because yeah, it's the same thing.
I almost forgot to send my photos, but
Yeah, I was
there
gonna
we
say
go.
I don't think I got photos from you, Helmy, and I don't think I
Yeah,
got.
I'm just gonna show my stuff.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Let me share my entire screen. This will be a lot easier.
Okay, here we go.
This
Oh, oh,
pulled
oh.
Wow.
up.
All
Yeah.
the goodies.
good.
Yeah,
So what about all of Devin's stuff?
yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, there
Okay.
was a bit of articulated stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Yangari from Titanic Creations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So in the same vein that they did Gorgo, they're now crowdfunding, right? Aren't they still crowdfunding right now?
They are. I think they have enough to get the figure, but I think they're trying to get some add-ons for like an exclusive release.
Yeah, so pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. I hope that they do the kaiju from the host at some point. That would be really cool.
I've never seen Yangari.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Is it good? Has anyone seen it?
I have not.
No, no. Okay.
Maybe this
It looks
is
like
a little
we can-
homework for next month.
Yeah.
True. SH Monster Arts is popping off with a 2024 Godzilla. Still, I like this design all except how thin he is, but everything else I think is really neat. So
I just
Oh,
don't
that's
like
cool.
his Stegosaur tail.
it's interesting. I'll say that. I'm kind of like neutral on it. I respect that they did something different, but I'm not like insane about it or anything. I like the elbow spikes. Yeah, so you can recreate the running scene.
Nice.
Yeah, so we got this coming, and then this was teased.
Now this
Yeah.
this is the figure that's going to get me back into articulated figures right here.
Shark King.
Star King.
Yeah, so pretty cool
Okay.
stuff. I think that actually there were a couple more that
I
Devin
believe there was.
Yes. So
Oh, that's disgusting. Sorry.
Bandai is
Oh.
coming out with articulated figures.
Oh, it looks okay in this one.
Mm-hmm. Doing was that Final Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, Final
Final
Wars.
Goji.
And then Kiryu. It's gonna have like some add-on stuff. It's gonna be really cheap, right? It's like $15 or something. Oh yeah,
Ooh,
and
wow.
Haya is doing a Shimu, which is pretty neat.
Looked a bit weird in the first picture, but
It's because he's standing.
I like it, man. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, let's fight, yo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Nothing's riding his back though, so it's kind of lame. And then this is Haya as well. They are going the non-toothpaste route in their constant venture to outdo SH Monster Arts. They've done it again because this
Oh.
looks so much better than the SH one. This is
Yeah,
2019, right? Or no,
Yeah.
2021.
Looks looks like 2019 to me. Oh, they all kind of look the same anyway.
All right, and now let's move on to Monsieur Greg.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah, this is Kaiju 1. I think it's going to be in the same scale as kind of like the Bandai Fantasies. He's cute, you know. I'll be interested in seeing him with some color on him, but I don't know. He could be significantly larger than what I'm imagining also. So it'll be really interesting to see when this thing has some color and when I can actually see it in scale with regard to other stuff. So these are some new little like toy trains and toy cars. And these are sculpted by Yamada-san, Masami Yamada, who does work for Sarajurushi and Knots. I think Sarajurushi is putting these out. Yeah, you got your little Jet Jaguar, Hedera, and 62 riding a train or a tractor, or whatever the heck that is. What's up?
It's a train, but
Yeah.
I want that Hidora. It's so cute.
They are cute. I mean, they're like trike figures, which there's a trike coming up also. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look at this.
Wow.
Now, there's a lot of
Oh, he
Neo
looks like
Player One
candy.
releases. Yes, these do all look like candy. They're like really eye-catching with the color schemes. There's quite a few that we'll see here in a second, but yeah, that Burning Godzilla is very, very nice. And there's a lot of Neo Player One coming out.
I do like the eyes. I like that they didn't get lazy because it looks like there's 3 tones: the red, the yellow, and orange almost. Yeah, I like that because they could have just gone like 2 colors, but that's cool that they did something for the iris.
Again, Neo Player One, a Hedera Guts figure. Everybody loves a Hedera Guts figure. Gosh, I don't even know how many variations of Hedera Guts figures there are, but this would be pretty cool because you should be able to procure this one fairly easily on Bai pretty soon here, as Guts figures can be quite cost restrictive once they come out and get swooped up. So that'll be
How much do you think it will be?
This guy, I think you'll be able to probably get him for 150 to 250 right when he first gets out there. But he will sell fast, and his value will only go up.
I really want it though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna probably keep my eye out for it also.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, here we go. More Sun Guts. Nothing new in terms of sculpts, but just more colorways. And obviously, for my sake, that pink Rodan is going to be in the collection shortly here. So I can't wait for that. The 62 is translucent, which is nice.
Greg,
Yeah.
how do we order this one? If I wanted to get the Rodan and the Minya, how do I get it?
I just get these on Bai. Whenever the festival is, I usually go on that day or the next day, and they're on Bai. And the Sun Guts Rodan figures are very affordable. I see them as low as $40, but typically I'm getting them for about $85, $90.
When you do get it, can you buy me one? I'll send you the money because I want
Yes.
that Rodan.
Yes.
My first Sun Guts Rodan in my
Yes.
collection. I want it. I want
Yeah,
the
it's
pink
such a
one.
fun figure. I'm surrounded by them right now. They're in the room flying around.
Nice. I want that one. And the Minya. So it says what, May 11th? So I'm guessing May 12th it will be up on Bai or something like that.
Yeah. They're very easy to procure, so we could definitely get that.
Nice.
Here's that trike I was talking about. So this is an M1. This is a controller. I really love the detail on the sculpt of the controller. It's really nice. But again, trikes, they're cute. They're very cute. But that's, you've got to be that's got to be kind of your thing. I own a couple Matango trikes, but I don't think I'll be getting any more trikes. But they are cute. So again, that's a very detailed sculpt though for a trike. The M1 trikes are also tin, by the way. They're vinyl and tin, so that's interesting. And yeah, here's just more Neo Player One, just different colorways on their 62, their 54, the 95, and their Hedera. Yeah, there's just a lot of those coming out. I kind of like that black 62. I think some people are already getting that one also.
Yeah.
He's got a little tear. He's
Yeah,
crying.
I noticed that. Why is he crying, Greg?
Well, because Mothra's biting his tail, that hurts
You think so?
naturally.
I just saw it as him being gangster. You know, you
I know.
I thought he was a thug.
He killed somebody when he was imprisoned in ice.
All right, next up.
Ah, look at this Hedera. This thing is nice. Anraku and Saku or Hedera. What did I just say that? Nah, Destroyer. Destroyer. This thing is so nice. On Saku, I was just blinded by the light. I might actually. Did this already auction? Did this already happen?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either because I consider going for it. But if I did, then I would have to like get the marmot, and it would be opening up a new door of collecting, and I don't know if I want to do that. But that is very, very, very nice. And Destroyer figures and Space Godzilla figures are only getting more and more expensive these days.
This is true.
Ah, look at that shin. That's interesting. He's almost super deformed with his big giant head. And I love blanks. If I could procure a blank just like that, I might. But that's the Shinmaru Shin Godzilla. I'm not really familiar with Shinmaru, so I'm not sure. The scale looks fairly small on him, but I'm not sure what the quality and the level of depth on the sculpt would be like without having it in hand.
I definitely feel like they got a little lazy with the tail. Not gonna lie.
And the tail, it's too short.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I think they can almost get away with it because the whole thing has weird proportions. But yeah, it's not bad.
It doesn't have the face, does it? I mean, this isn't a good picture. It might still have a face at the end of the tail, but I can't tell.
If it did have the face, I would imagine that's very, very lacking detail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but it's kind of cute.
There are pieces to something else right here. You see that?
That's what I was wondering is like, what are these pieces on the bottom? It's like, I don't know if they're the other forms or. It's interesting.
Got like a flat face.
Yeah, this looks like it has like an eye.
Yeah, the eye, the nostrils, the teeth.
Ever the noticing kit builder.
All right.
Next.
Wow.
Speaking of Space Godzilla, I knew there was some Neo Player 1 Space Godzillas in here. There's a couple different colorways on Space Godzilla. I would snatch this up. I'm not going to go for this. I'm not a huge Space Godzilla fan. I think he's cool, but I don't think he's that cool. But if you are a Space Godzilla fan, I'd snatch this up because, like I said, right now, all the Space Godzilla figures that have dropped recently, whether it's the Insaku or the Mondo ones, the prices are going crazy on them. So if you're a Space Godzilla person, grab it up.
Yeah, I feel like we're in a Sotheby boom right now.
Yes, I would agree wholeheartedly. And
Yeah, the prices are skyrocketing.
Yeah, it makes me very happy to have the things that I have because I don't need to hunt for them anymore.
The pilot of Aces. That's true.
Hello.
Oh, there's my friend Quinn. Yeah, Quinn, next time you come over for Japanese practice, we'll watch Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. It's terrible.
No, it's not.
He looks cool at least.
Space Godzilla is a great design, and Little Godzilla is super adorable, but that movie sucks.
Oh, shut up.
You're
I'm
hurting
hurting Helmy
Helmy's
with my
soul.
opinions. I like this Space Godzilla colorway better myself. He's darker and more and metallic. I like this. But I could see it like the previous one's kind of like pastel and cotton candy. But
I like this one.
yeah, I
The
do too.
only thing is that the horns spikes are translucent.
Yeah.
They're not on this one. I don't like.
How are they going to do that to us? All right, so the inferior colorway has the superior crystals.
Yes.
Majorly.
Yeah, that sucks.
That does suck. All right, well, I get, if you're a Sofubi collector, there's only one thing to do. You
Get
have to buy them both.
Yeah.
It's the only thing to do.
Yeah.
All right, I saw this. Okay, quick question from my friend Quinn. Has Godzilla ever had a nemesis that was the good guy in the movie? Oh yeah, no, numerous times. Numerous times.
Ghidorah in GMK.
I was just gonna say GMK.
Yeah.
64.
Yeah, 64. Yeah.
Yep, in 64. Which now I think about it, when we're talking about that teardrop Godzilla, I think I incorrectly identified that as a 62. I'm really tired today. That's a 64. But yeah, 1964. Mothra is the antagonist. Well, I guess the not the antagonist, but the rival kaiju.
Wouldn't 62 Kong be the good guy?
Yeah.
Yes, well, sort of. I think both monsters are being used.
What
I
about,
love that movie. I love 62.
What
So
about
this one-
Mecha? What about Mecha King Ghidorah in '91?
Yep. Let's
and
go,
then
Emmy.
Batra and Mothra too, technically.
Yep. Biollante.
Yes, definitely Violante.
Well, hang on. Biollante is not a good guy. I don't
What?
think she's a good guy.
Yes,
Are
she
you
is.
kidding? Well, you get out of here.
Dude, Godzilla was obviously the villain in that film.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man.
What?
I
He
don't
got his
know.
ass kicked. He got his ass
Nah.
handed to him at the end.
I'm nah.
What a great question. He just totally sidetracked the whole time.
All right, sorry. Next, let's go. Oh, is this?
Okay.
Oh my god, this is so cute.
Yeah, I had to throw this turtle in. I saw this Tama Game. So he's not quite Gamera, but we understand the intention here.
Yeah.
It looks like
Yeah.
a pineapple from the back.
I think he's an avocado, right? Free Shavakadu?
Free Chewbacca.
Avocado turtle? Is that what's going on here?
I don't know. Look, go to the previous image. Yeah, look.
Look at that, it's so cute.
I don't know. This just reminds me of like cracking open an avocado or peeling open an
Yeah, same.
avocado. Yeah, I don't know.
He's got a tear also though. He was
That's
in-
snot.
No, this
That's
not.
snot.
It's not.
Oh, it's not nice.
All
Nice.
right. What we got
More
here?
Neo Player 1. Just a better look at the 54. Oh, too cute. Thanks, Esther. That thing is pretty cute. We're gonna buy it for Charles. Be my wedding gift to him.
I would
Nice.
cherish it forever, even though I don't collect Sofubi. If it's anything that's from a friend, dude, I will never sell straight up.
That's why it's kind of hilarious that I got that stuff for Wyatt from Godzilla X Kong, because I know he won't sell it. All right, so Neo Player 1, the scale on these things is pretty small. They are like ish in 4-inch to 6-inch scale. But I like that Shodai Goji right there. Train biting is always cool in my book. There's a better look at our friend the 64 with the teardrop. Did
This
some time.
color pattern for the Mothra actually looks really cool.
It's like almost like an oil slick. Like I don't know.
And
there's
the red
something about
eye,
it.
I
Like-
don't know. It just looks awesome.
Yeah, I was thinking like Halloween. I actually
Yeah.
really like that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the more I look at it, the more I like it. At first, it's like blech, black, but then I stare at it. I'm like, oh, this is really kind of interesting.
Can we just get like a Mothra by itself? I would buy that if it was just this. I just like the color.
You like your black, okay?
Better look at the Hedera.
Yeah.
The eyes.
Hedera's cool,
Mhm.
but
Okay, I like it.
yeah. I have the Heteras that I want. I want another. I need a Marmot Final Wars. Burning
Different
Godzilla,
colorway.
Desugoji.
Nice.
Anything Desugoji in Sofubi is going to go up in value, so just grab that if that's your thing. I actually had the opportunity to get a couple Marmot Desugojis recently. I could still probably get one of them, I think. But it's not my thing. But they are very chase. Everybody loves Desugoji.
I think that the eyes on the other colorway were better because this is literally just yellow with a green outline.
The other colorway is like far superior, if you ask me.
Yeah.
That green is just
Agreed.
stunning.
All right.
Right. Ooh, oh, I like the
Oh,
GMK.
the
Oh,
icy
dang.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the translucent one.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who. I can't remember who made this one, but it's really, really stunning. Now GMK is something I could get behind. I might start collecting more GMK stuff.
Yeah, I like this one.
All right, go
I love
ahead.
how
I'm gonna grab some.
okay. I like how the limbs are like transparent, like the tips. Like that's really neat. Oh, and the tip of the nose is transparent.
And the tip of the tail.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool.
And then there's this big goofy Kong over here, this happy lucky toy jumbo ape.
He's got boobies.
Yep.
He got tiggle bitties.
We're all
All
thinking
right.
it.
All right.
And I think that's it, Greg.
That's it. That was a lot.
Yeah.
So
Well, we did have this guy. Well, was that Holly that
Yes,
sent that, or
I
was that
I
you?
sent that one. I spotted it. I barely saw anything about it on Collector's Grips at all. I saw it on Twitter because I am a fan of Rip and Dip. Got a bit of their clothing, so I thought I'd chuck it in there so I don't forget about it. But yeah, big day for cats and Godzilla fans because this release was also the day that the Cat Godzilla figurines released, which I got a screenshot to show later. But yeah, Rip and Dip is a American fashion brand, and they've collabed with Godzilla to make a Rip and Dip plushie.
Hawaii.
Let me. I'm gonna pull this up, and then I'm gonna go grab that picture you sent real quick. But yeah, let's move to Anastasia's stuff because she got some cool
Okay.
stuff. We get Catzilla.
Oh. Okay, I'll talk about this one first because this isn't technically my screenshot. I don't even know what studio this is. Is this X Plus? This one?
So Mega Beast.
'Cause- Oh, me. All right. This one's been in production for so long. Is this finally shipping out?
Yeah.
Yeah, geez. Never thought I'd see the day. I do remember when they just announced it as a silhouette like 2 years ago, but
It didn't.
ultimately,
Yeah,
they're
it didn't
similar
go
in
up
every single
to.
sculpt.
It didn't go up for pre-order until I think a year. Well, less than a year ago. I
Oh,
pre-ordered
they're
it
doing
in.
pretty good for releases then, because
Yeah, I pre-ordered
is
it
pretty short.
in July of last year.
I think the
Agreed.
size for this one is very like you don't notice how big this is truly gonna be
Yes.
until you're gonna get it. Like in these pictures, I would look at this and go, this is 30 centimeter scale, but I know for a fact that this is gonna be a huge figure.
Oh yeah.
Can we still order this? Because I didn't order it yet.
Yeah. Hit up Andrew Wong. It's last call
Yeah.
right now to order it.
Okay.
where
Yeah.
the hell would you put that, Helmy?
He'll find
It's
space
gigantic.
in the
I
bathroom.
need
Yeah, I'm so excited though. Like I love Ultima. I pre-ordered this directly from Andrew at Chi Fest last year.
How much was it?
So it's $6.99 before shipping.
Oh,
$700.
all right.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I might hit him up for this then.
Yeah, it's going to be 18 and a half inches tall, but I think that the shelf presence, it's going to be like well over 30 inches. What was it, like 32 or something inches? It's like going to be huge. It's got two swappable heads too, closed mouth and open mouth. Anyways,
That makes me want to see Ultima in a movie, like a live action
Dude.
movie.
dude, I would love that. And what is this?
This is Tiamat, so it has been announced ages ago, and this picture is actually fairly old. But I thought it might be worth bringing up again because of her. Is it her? Is its appearance in the new movie, and just how fantastic that this looks. The size of this, it is not going in my collection. This is too large, and I'm not the biggest fan of this kaiju. But yeah, I thought it'd be good to bring it up again.
Spiral, right?
So big. Yeah, Spiral.
Spiral,
yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. This everyone's
Yes.
going crazy for this -1 by Prime One. So I've got a few pictures of this guy, but man, it looks
Yes.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Especially
am
lit
so
up there. That
excited.
picture. Wow.
Yeah.
Are you getting me, Anastasia?
I don't know. I have so many releases that I want to buy, like the 1964 re-release King
Yeah,
Ghidorah.
but this is a
So,
need. Look at that,
no
man.
money.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'd put him.
I'm honestly, it depends. It really depends on what Prime One's price is going to be, because if it's like reasonable and it's under 2,000, I'm going to consider it. But if it's like closer to 2,000 and the shipping is also going to be over 1,000, I'm going to pass. I just can't justify it.
My one thing is I don't like to collect figures with bases. So I actually had one base figure in my collection. I sold it off because I just didn't like the base. That's it. So I'll probably honestly pass on this one and wait for a release where there is no base from another company.
Prime
But here's the
Prime
thing.
One if they end up doing it.
They'll do it. They'll do it.
But
Yeah.
here's the thing. The base on this has so much, things going for it. Like it has that tram. It has the people running away. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
I love
it's
those
beautiful,
videos.
but I don't have any figure in my collection right now that has a base, so it'd just stick out. I'd get so frustrated looking at it.
Nah, you have that Ghidorah with the pizza cloud. That's a base.
Pizza
Oh, the
cloud.
little, yeah, the little. People are always like, "Is it a tumor?" Like, I remember the original figure didn't. When I ordered it, it wasn't there. Like,
Yeah.
they put it on pretty
Pizza
late. People were
cloud.
pretty upset with it.
So
I've come to love it.
Helmi's gonna buy this, and then a month later, Prime One's gonna be like, and this is our 90 centimeter -1.
Oh, fuck.
That's what they did last time. Hey, look. Anybody watching, if you're thinking about ordering this, please be patient, because when they did the GVK stuff, man, it was like they did the 40 centimeter first, and then they were like, by the way, we're doing this diorama. By the way, we're doing this 86 centimeter of the same sculpt, and it was like they came out with like what was it, like 3 different versions of the same sculpt and 2 scales. It's like, yeah, just be careful, because they.
I still want to get this. Wait, how much do you think it'll go for? How much do you think it'll be?
Like statues like this are way more expensive now. I can't see it being less than $2,000 before shipping. Just
Yeah,
being
then
honest
after
with you.
shipping, you're looking at probably 1 to 1.5 grand for us, Helmi.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah, and
Even
it-
if you can. So it issues shipping the last one, I thought, because of the batteries that they use became illegal in Australia.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've swapped them. Yeah.
Yeah, so now it's just a power plug. I'll be honest, I think this piece, all in, is probably going to be at least, and I hope this is not the case. I hope Prime One is not listening to us. Probably not, because we're so small. But I think it's going to be $3,000.
yeah,
Sounds
I can
about
see that.
right.
It's
size
definitely
wise.
going to be 2 boxes too, so the shipping is going to be absurd. Because if you look at like even stuff they have now, like I showed you guys the Alien Queen diorama that Prime One did,
Mhm.
and it has a kind of a similar shelf presence. It comes in 2 boxes, and the statue is $2,000, and then the shipping is like close to 1,500 stateside. So I can't even imagine what it is to Australia. Yeah, it's crazy.
But I will find a way to get this. I need this one.
Man,
Oh, just another pic from a different angle. Yeah, looks so nice.
the little people running around too is so cool.
I want that people, man. I just love it.
Yeah. What's going on
And
here?
we've got the Kong as well, the matching Kong. I don't think this is a finished version. He looks like he does need a bit more work, but yeah, we've got
No,
the
so-
little Kong.
So that one is that Kong is someone is just customized that hand.
Mhm.
Oh, is it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I thought it was an official one.
Mhm.
Nah,
Well,
it's
this is the Prime One diorama, right?
Yeah,
and somebody
I saw
created the gauntlet.
2 pictures, and one was unpainted, so I thought it was a pre-done one. My bad.
Oh yeah.
And finally, the Spiral Studios Gigantosaurus. We have seen some more previews of it. I did talk about it last time, but it is just very impressive looking. And the fact that it's going to come as one entire piece with no seams is something that I can't believe. More companies should do that.
The shipping though, logistically.
Yeah, but I'd pay more, right? Like the biggest thing
Yeah.
that bothers me about my Omega Beast Shin Godzilla is that massive tail seam, and I know they sent out those little like coverers, which I do have, but the seam just sticks out. It's the first thing anyone sees and points out on my figure. So, yeah, good to see a big one piece figure. I didn't know if anyone was going to bring this one up. I didn't see any photos, but this is not gigantic, but it is still Spiral Studios. They're releasing one from this movie, the newest one, and I think it looks very good. It looks a bit like stubby nosed, but I think that's just
I
his
don't know.
design.
It still looks good. I like the paintwork on the spines, you know. So hopefully you don't have to wait too long for this piece.
Yeah, and then also hopefully they don't botch the factory paint like they did with the 2019, because they really scuffed that one.
And this one, this was completely different to what was shipped as. It's shown on the preview.
It's 28 centimeter, right?
Yeah, I think it was 28, 30 scale.
And then I saw this ad.
Oh yeah, I saw this module case configuration, and I thought I'd bring it up because Helmy and I are big fans. We've both got. Yeah. I'll show you mine. It's behind me here. All the module cases, but they've released a bunch of different configurations and shapes over the last few months, and they posted this one this month. And I was like, I'll just show it off. Why not? We love good storage solutions.
And it's only like $5, right?
Fantastic. Oh yeah, only $1 billion and a year and a half of waiting.
What do we think of Christopher's comment? A depressurized -1 figure.
No.
No?
No.
What, like when he's falling apart?
Yeah, when he comes up from the water and his eyes are like bulging and stuff.
I feel bad for him when that's happening. I don't want that immortalized figure. I don't want to see my boy hurt like that.
Yeah. I just want to quickly say that the corner units look sick, man. I'm interested actually.
Yeah, they look like there's so much space.
It would be nice to have an actual shelf that I could put the 4th scale alien queen on. That'd be really cool. Because I don't have. She's on the floor. Well, she has a base, but she's on the floor because I literally don't have anything big enough.
They do custom cases. It's just no matter what you get from this company, you're going to be waiting a year plus. I think I waited nearly 2 for mine.
Yeah, same. Took me forever to get mine.
Oh my god.
They're very good customer service though. When I had lost a piece while moving, they shipped it out within 3 weeks, and I had a replacement with me for like $5. Good on him.
Christopher said he wants a headless option for his depressurized -1.
We don't need that.
All right.
Is it me?
I had one more. That's a late edition. Very late because I realized I hadn't sent pictures of it earlier in the month. It's the cats. There we go. How amazing are these figures? I am definitely going to be pre-ordering them. I believe they were like based off like AI generated images that went viral. So I'm a bit suspicious about how these are actually going to turn out considering the price point of them is only like 70 Australian dollars, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's not too bad.
So they're super affordable and look super good. How are they going to turn out considering they're based on AI? But they are so cute. Yep. Just wanted to show them off because they are adorable.
I might get it.
I'll be getting both.
Okay. All right, so now it's my turn, right?
Or is it my turn? I haven't gone over kits yet.
You still haven't gone. Wait, let's do this.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. This is, I believe, if I remember correctly, I kind of scrambled to get this up together. I believe this is 5th Planet Factory Titano. There's a lot of announcements happening right now where they are announcing stuff for Wonderfest in the summer and a few other like festivals that are going on. But I just thought this was cool. We don't see a lot of Titanos. It is a little stylized, but I like it. I actually like the liberties that we're taking here. I think it looks cool. I'm not sure about the scale or anything. Tanaka, the guy who does a lot of stuff for Spiral, and he's done some great work in the past. He is doing some Ultra stuff. So we got a Jiris, we got a Naranga, we got 2 Alien Baltans, and it's got his signature crispy, stylized look to it. So this is going to be a 1-day license at the Summer Wonder Festival. So these kits are going to be going up for sale. I
Oh shit! I might
imagine.
get the Bolton one.
Yeah, the Baltan looks awesome. It looks
It
really
looks sick, man. Dude, I might get it and get you to paint it.
good. Yeah, I will. I'll do it for you. And this is my most anticipated. This looks fantastic. This is Fifth Planet Factory as well. They are doing a Matango, and there you can see it next to the X Plus Toho Maniacs. So this thing is like pretty large. I'd say probably like 30 centimeter scale. But I am very excited for this. This is something that was announced recently, and I will definitely be picking this up because I
Yeah,
think
that's-
Matango would be so fun to paint.
That's gorgeous. You have to get two of them to paint them completely differently.
Yeah, and you see, this is like very like work in progress. Like the feet aren't even done yet.
Yeah.
But just from what we can see so far, the pose is so much more dynamic than the Toho Maniacs one. I don't know. It just looks great.
It's
so
it's
excited.
fabulous.
Yeah, definitely gonna get that. Oh yeah, and then Good Smile Factory with what's the name of the company? Nendoroid, I think is the name of the company that they're partnering with. They're doing a Super X kit. It's actually up for sale right now. I think it's like 15 to 20 centimeters long, something like that. But it's only like $50 USD.
How many centimeters long?
Hmm?
How big is it again?
It's like 15 to 20 centimeters, something like that.
It's quite big.
Yeah, it's a good size, and it's only like $50 USD.
Shit, I need to get it then.
Yeah, it's a kit, Helmy. So, you're gonna learn how to paint.
I need to paint it. God dang it! I knew.
Yeah, you have to
Dude,
paint
you-
it. Look at these little guns it has that can come out on the bottom and they can turn. Isn't that
You
neat?
can always paint.
Those
Good.
are the engines.
Oh yeah, the engines. My bad.
yeah.
Engines.
So that's super sick though. It's like the scene in the movie where it's
Yeah.
like maneuvering.
Yeah.
Big.
Oh, and you see the difference too. The turbines have turned. You can turn them in and out. So they must be on like a ball joint. That's
Yeah.
cool.
I want to shave with it.
And Kata Studio looks like they are teasing a 95 is what I'm guessing this is. They did the really obese 89 that I don't like, and they're doing that huge Biolante to go with it. But just from what I can see here, I feel like this looks pretty good so far. Just have to wait and see. All right. Oh, and Tetsuku is doing, and correct, Helmy and I were talking about this, so correct us if we're wrong, Greg. I'm pretty sure this is a 68, right?
Yeah, that's 68.
Yeah. So Tetsuku is doing a 68. It looks really neat.
Shoshingeki Goji.
Yeah, and I don't know if the heat ray is going to come with it or not, but Tetsuku's the hardest working kit maker out there. That dude is always working. But yeah, it's pretty cool. He's got a little rock he can stand on. Pretty neat. It's got his signature style too. And Egg Mock. This guy is so talented. We talked about him before.
Little man Chan.
Yeah, so something I wanted to say too, for anybody that isn't friends with him on Facebook or doesn't follow him on X, Guillermo del Toro messaged him directly to buy one of these Nakajima kits.
He loves his Godzilla and Ultraman.
But
I've
isn't
seen the
that,
video of him and Bolton flying around
Yes.
recently. So cute.
but isn't that awesome?
Mm.
That this guy, this is like I think his first like Godzilla kit that he sold and everything, and Guillermo del Toro hit him up on Instagram. It was like, hey, let me buy one. It's insane, so cool. And now it looks like he's doing the same concept, but with Minya.
I need that Minya.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucking cool?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah. This guy, seriously, keep an eye out. This guy is very talented. Definitely one of the best sculptors working now, in my opinion. And I think this is last that I have. Let me double check. I think this is the last one. But yeah, so we have here We'll go over one more. Tentsuku is also working on what I'm guessing is a 91. I think this is a 91. So he's working on this. No idea about this scale. No idea how it's going to look when it's finished. But as of right now, I think that it looks fantastic. And he's the same one that does a lot of 50 centimeter scale kits. So I really, fingers crossed, because the head sculpt looks great. Tentsuku's kind of hit or miss sometimes with his textures and the way that he sculpts things. But if this stays kind of in this frame of design, I think it's going to be fantastic, because we need a gigantic 91. There are none, period. So this would be awesome if he's doing this on a larger scale. But yeah, and Helmy, you're gonna show your acquisitions, right?
Yep. So my stuff is always about home goods you can buy and stuff like that. So, but I actually got them, so I might as well showcase in the acquisitions part right now. We're supposed to go into the reviews, but you know what? Just for me, I'm gonna do it. All right. First thing you can get. You can't call yourself a Godzilla fan, right? Let me bring myself up. If you don't have a Godzilla wrench,
A Mecha Godzilla wrench.
exactly. Look at that. I got it from the Godzilla store. So, dude, check this out. Right. So another home good that you can get. Oh, I got some. Thanks to my really, really good friend Greg. He helped me post on the stuff I got from the Godzilla store. Right. I got this pin, this Mothra pin. Come on, focus, guys. Of course you won't focus. There you go. You got a pin, and then you got a Mecha Godzilla pin. There you go. And then when I was in Japan a couple of weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, I got a Godzilla -1 cookie, which you can buy. And then my good friend
You haven't
Chris,
eaten it?
No, not yet. I was gonna save it. And then my good friend Chris from LA, he was watching the Godzilla movies and stuff like that. And he does the Kaiju Kingdom podcast, amazing show. I love listening to him. He has so much info on anything to do with Kaiju. And so he helped me get me this theater exclusive cup. But that's not all. He also got for me the Godzilla X-Con popcorn bucket. This is really cool. And it's all embossed. I really like that. And then he also helped me get the Dune.
Hell yeah.
You've got the bucket, yes. I really wanted that.
So, yeah, help me get it. I love it so much. So thank you so much, Chris. Chris is an amazing guy. All right, so during my trip to Japan a couple of weeks ago. Oh, before that, I also got this book, Kaiju for Hipsters. Really cool book. I can't wait to read it. I've been really busy, so I haven't had time to read it so much. But it's written by Kevin Derendorf. He is a treasure trove when it comes to Kaiju information. So, Kaiju for Hipsters. And then, what else? What's next? Okay, so I went to Awaji Island, and when you go to Awaji Island, you can go into the zip line into Godzilla's mouth. A couple goodies I got from there. You can go these pillowcases. So we got Monster X. And that's the back.
That's cool.
And
Not
then
enough
another
Monster
pillow.
X merchandise. Yes, Kamanga.
There you go. And then I got another one. Ebira. There you go.
Fedora.
Yeah. I know, there's a Hidora there as well. It's just like, wait, what?
Mhm.
And then I got this guy, King Caesar. I don't know why they use this photo because King Caesar's being thrown. Like what?
You
Like, he's
barely
supposed to be
see
the main
him.
guy? Alright, so and then while at the Awaji Island, I also got a huge blanket, a Godzilla blanket for my cinema.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then I went to Astro Zombies. Fuji, the guy there, the owner of the shop, really, really cool guy. He let me get this Hidora. It's pretty heavy. You can see there's a bit of weight here. It's huge. I got him for like $20 US. Like, come on, $20 for this?
Nice.
Hell yeah. So you can just hug him.
Why didn't you get me that Daimajin bust that he had over there? I
I
saw it.
wasn't selling that one. And then
Then
if
why
you go
didn't you?
to,
Why didn't you take it?
And then if you go to Awaji Island, you can also, if you get the deluxe ticket, you can get this bag, the Shin Godzilla bag. You got a couple of zips here. Only if you buy the deluxe ticket, and even this, there's a, it's a bag. So yeah, there you go. And then I also got, Greg, you helped me out with this one as well. The Godzilla jacket. It's really high quality. I'm really surprised. So this is the Godzilla jacket you can get from the Godzilla store, the American Godzilla store. And then there's the back side of it.
That's cool.
Yep. And then he helped me get this Hidora t-shirt as well. Hedera. And
That's
then,
tight.
And then you have your Hedera, just heat it over here. And then if you go to the Awaji Island, the most expensive ticket you can get from the zip line, you get this reversible Godzilla, Shin Godzilla jacket.
How much was
Then,
it?
it wasn't cheap. It was like $200, I guess. And then this is completely reversible. You can see Shin Godzilla in the back. And there's like more stuff on the. I think there's more stuff. Oh yeah, there you go. There's another patch here on the other side. So it's completely reversible. Really cool. If you're going to Awaji Island, I highly recommend getting the most expensive ticket and getting all this merch. So this jacket is really cool. I really love it. It's free size. There's only one size. It's free size. And my fat ass managed to fit it. So yeah. Okay. Then I also got the G-Fan magazine. I recently just got it 2 weeks ago. So latest issue of G-Fan. And then when I was at Awaji Island as well. This was I got this Godzilla magnet for my fridge. Of course, it wouldn't. There we go. And then when I was there, I also had a Godzilla towel. Come on, focus. Well, you get the idea. You can see him. And then I also got this to put your transport card in. This Godzilla card holder. Okay. We're not done yet. This is going to be pretty epic. I don't think you guys have seen this one. This was I got it at Hotel Gracery in the Godzilla Hotel.
Oh wow!
Can you see Anastasia?
He's long.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's huge. So I'm gonna hang him up. I've only seen it at the Hotel Gracery, the Godzilla Hotel in Shinjuku. So if anyone's keen, I think that's the only place you can get him. But he's huge. There you go. Fortunately, I don't have anything to hang him with, but let's see if I can pop him up. Nah, it's not gonna stay. Anyway, so that's one more. What else? I think that's it. Oh no, not yet. We still have some more stuff. I have.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. I have. This Greg again helped me out. He posted the Whale God Blu-ray. Japanese kaiju movie. And then we got the Great Yokai War on Blu-ray as well. And then I also got this one. I got it shipped to my parents in Singapore because for some reason they wouldn't ship to Australia, but Tokusatsu collection. And then is that all? I feel like I got one last thing. I think. Let me check. I got two more things. One more is this guy. How nice is this guy? It's translucent.
That's really nice.
Yes.
Who made that?
What
I really
brand
like
is that?
it.
Yeah.
I can't remember. CCP? Yeah, CCP. Yes. And you can, turn his head around and stuff like that. So I like it. It's translucent. I thought it was really, really well done. So I'm not a big CCP guy, but this really, really impressed me. And then the biggest one yet. I don't have him here because it's too big, but I got this guy.
That is a big one indeed.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's huge.
I was
It's
hoping you were gonna were you gonna sit it on your lap or something? I thought you were gonna do that so we could see. Whatever.
This is 87 centimeter Prime 1 Godzilla. So
Wow.
I got him in as well. So I think that's everything that I have. Which I feel like it's a lot. But yeah, so that's what I got for the past month. Yeah, that's me. So technically we're supposed to do reviews, but if you guys want, we can go into acquisitions first.
Most of the stuff that I got is really just like unfinished kits. I don't have a lot that I can really show because like it's kind of not assembled, or
How
if
about
it's
Greg?
assembled, it's barely painted.
Do you have anything, Greg?
Yeah, I got a couple things. I got some
Yeah.
Sofubi in the last since the last show. I got this cool. He's a blank. I love a blank. But I got this really cool 2004 Marmot Rodan. Radon Gensel helped me scoop this up. He sent me a link on Bai, and I love this sculpt. Like there's so much detail on this sculpt. Like you have to have this thing in hand to really understand how much detail and like how deep the lines are on this sculpt. It's
wow.
Yeah, it's crazy detailed. So I debate painting it. I love blanks. I'm a sucker for blanks, so I'll probably keep this one blank. And then I got this figure, which it's pretty funny because this figure is very expensive, and I got it for not very expensive. And I literally told Wyatt, our friend Wyatt, and I told my wife, I said, I'm not even going to care to go for that figure anymore. It's too expensive, and I don't like it enough to spend the money that it's worth. And then another good friend, Rusty, messaged me and said, would you like to trade this particular figure, which is very expensive, for an M1? And I had a couple of the M1s, so I was like, sure. So I now have a Swimmy Design Lab Matango.
Oh, no. I wanted yeah. I love it. I got this the week where I said out loud, I'm not even going to go for this thing. And then it just kind of plopped into my lap. So he's small. He's very small scale. But trading one M1 for this, totally worth it. Yeah, totally, man. Oh
Totally
my God, I love
worth
it. Freaking heck, I love it so much.
I like the M1 Matango. It's not my favorite sculpt. It's just not. But I get it. People love M1. So, all right. And then last but certainly not least, I'm going to take a little swig of my Pacifico here. So last month I was overjoyed to have acquired a 1954 Pilot Ace. Well, this month I got my last Pilot Ace period. the Mechagodzilla.
Nice.
Wow.
It's very nice.
So that is all of them. I have all of the Pilot Ace Godzilla figures.
Nice.
So yeah, and this is really a nice Mechagodzilla. Really nice. Like, oh, I love touching it. Again, like what I was saying about the Marmot just a moment ago, the depth of like the lines, like you could feel each individual rivet on him, and it's really nice. So I have all of the Pilot Ace figures now, and so it's a pretty good month for me. I'm probably going to slow down for the next couple months until just kind of waiting for G Fest. So we'll see. But that's me for this month.
I'll give you
Awesome.
$50 for all of your Pilot Ace.
Oh, deal, bro.
All right. So I don't think Anna has any acquisitions, right? Except
No,
maybe-
my cat decided to explode at 3 a.m. on a random Friday night before my birthday, and I had to take him to the emergency vet and then check him in for 2 days, which cost me an arm and a leg. So no frivolous expenses on anything for me for the next 2 months.
I don't know, man. I mean, Godzilla is not frivolous. It's essential. It's essential to life.
I was tempted to get I'm definitely going to get the cats, but there's a Godzilla Koosh ball I really want. It was like the first ever Godzilla toy I ever had, and I really want to rebuy it. But
Okay.
hopefully next month.
Helmy, I
It's
can
only like
share.
$100.
Sorry, I can share a couple things here. Give me a second.
Okay.
I think you should get that Koosh ball because it's a childhood toy. You should get
Definitely. They look really aged and crappy, but it's more like trying to rebuy that toy that I had as a kid.
I'm playing with my Swimmy Design Lab, and look, you guys could probably see it too. I should put his arm down. He doesn't look good like that. That's
Yeah, I was gonna say that looks a bit suspicious there.
Yeah.
Put that arm down. I think that's a crime in some countries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's while Charles is getting this, so this is like the lowest end of the Swimmy Design Lab because there's a yellow one of this that glows, and then which was I'd love that, and then there's the one where he's got mommy on his arm.
I love that one the most.
That one's $2,000 right now.
Yeah, I know. I saw. That's crazy.
This one goes for like 600. So
Yeah.
Probably gonna grab that Brachiosaurus too, because that was a really cool acquisition. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready, sir.
Let's go.
Sir Helms a lot.
Let's go. Why are you hiding behind the mic?
Give me the Greg treatment. I wanna hog the full screen.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. So the reason I was kind of like hesitant to share is because a lot of this has nothing to do with kaiju, but I guess in one way or another it's related. So back in 1993 when Jurassic Park came out, you can see the box right here. So Stan Winston's studio actually let a company called Horizon make molds out of the original maquettes that were used for the Jurassic Park dinosaur designs. They did a Brachiosaurus, a Dilophosaurus, a Velociraptor, and a T-Rex, and it was all from original maquettes. So the Brachiosaurus is probably the hardest one to find, and I went to a local sci-fi superstore, is what it's called here in Houston, and lo and behold, I found this gigantic...
Oh my god, he's so long.
Oh my god, jeez.
Yeah, he's huge. He's 35 inches tall, I think.
He just kept going.
Yeah, he won't even fit on any shelf that I have. But this is literally the original design that they used. Now, the only problem was that I wanted to inspect it before I bought it, but they guaranteed me everything was in there. So unfortunately, the end of the tail is not, and now I am sculpting it. I still need to smooth this out a bit, but it's almost done, and I've assembled him. Still have to fill seams, but yeah, it's ginormous.
Are you sure you can handle that size, Charles?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's some kind of phallic joke in there somewhere with how long that thing is.
Yeah. I can handle all kinds of length and girth, man. Don't question me. Okay, so I got almost. I mean, I got pretty much all of the big Oyama pieces, and recently I've been kind of focusing on the smaller ones, some of the smaller things, and I've also been getting the older things that he did that are a bit harder to come by. So I got a bunch of small things. He
So
did
like
these
you
little,
like them this small too? Okay.
yeah. So he did these little like baby designs, and one of them is a little Cthulhu.
Oh, that's cute.
He's
I
in
like
an
it.
egg. He's an egg
So
baby.
small.
Yeah, it's really cute, but very detailed.
Gone
So
from one end of the spectrum to the other.
and then another one that he did. It's a little dragon baby. I'm trying to get it to focus if it'll focus, but I don't think it's going to. But it's like a
Yeah.
dragon coming out of an egg. It's pretty
Okay.
cool. This thing, which I got, I don't know if it was pre-painted when it was released, but it's another very weird design that he did. It's got like eyeballs all over it. I have no idea what it is. I'm thinking it's supposed to be like a frog or something. But that thing's really cool, really hard to come by. He also did a baby Zeton, and it's curled up in like a fetal position. I feel like
That's
Helmy was having better luck than me with the camera focusing. But yeah, it's a baby Zeton.
That's cute. I
It's
like
pretty
it.
cool. And
How much was that? How much was that one?
Baby Zeton, it was honestly not that bad. It was like $100 for it.
Okay.
So it's not terrible. And the guy who I bought the Zeton from actually sent me a Behelit.
Oh,
This was just a
nice.
free extra that came with it. The Behelit from Berserk.
Very nice.
And then I also got the what's it called, the Demon King larva. Something interesting about this just came out. It was at Wonder Festival. This is the first ever 3D sculpt by damn it, we just won't zoom in. This first ever 3D sculpt by Oyama that he's like mass produced. Yeah. Another pre-painted one that I got, and I'm trying to help myself with my to-do list, but I got an Eren Yeager by Ryo Oyama.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I love how the guy who painted it did like flesh for where the arms are. Really cool. Eren Yeager Titan finished. Really happy to have this. A little pricey, but really happy to have it. And I also got, this is, if it'll focus so you can see how great the detail is.
Yeah.
This is Eren Yeager as well.
Nice.
He did this one as well. Also pretty pricey. Couple more. So, Greg, this is the closest I'll ever get to Sofubi. This is a Devil Man by Ryo Oyama that he actually did in 1997 through a company called IA Company. This is one of the first things he ever sculpted. Really cool. And yeah, and there were only, I think, 300 of these made.
Nice.
So it's pretty rare. But yeah, I got that. I'm probably going to paint it. So it won't be a blank forever. Yeah, I know. And the last thing. So a while ago, I got the Lisker Zoonoid from Guyver by Oyama. This thing, it's pretty big. It's so detailed. It's amazing. This is like one of my favorite Oyama sculpts. It's so fantastic. Yeah, I gotta push the head back a little bit. The head's not attached yet. It's not the head, but it's just amazing. I love it. The texture, like the scales, look great. I filled the seams on this one. He's assembled and everything, and he's got an ass that's almost as nice as Helmy's. And so he did Lisker, and this is a Kaibutzia release, by the way, Monster Shop. And I finally tracked down not one, but I actually bought 2 of the cranes. This is the one I'm assembling. They use different resin for the hands and the head, which is actually common with a lot of older kits. But yeah, this is the other one that he did. Lower jaw is not attached, but crane is almost like a gill monster look. This was Greg, correct me if I'm wrong. This was Dark Hero, right? Second.
Yeah.
One? Yeah, for crane. But yeah, so now I have both of these, and the funny thing is that 2 of these went up for sale or auction, and I just wasn't willing to take a risk, so I bid on both of them, and I accidentally won both of them. So if you know anybody that wants one of these, I'm selling one. You know, I could do like $250 for it, which is actually a really good price. If you try to buy from somebody in the Guyver groups, they're going to want like over $1,000 for it. So, you know, just saying, if you like Guyver, it's a great piece to have. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Nothing too crazy. Nothing like, you know, super big. I'm kind of like cleaning up shop with the Oyama stuff, just trying to get the last few things.
Awesome. I am trying to get all the 1 meter scale Godzilla statues. So hopefully I can get
the Gamera, damn it.
No, Godzilla. Godzilla comes first.
Dude.
All right, cool. All right, next up we are going to go into the review. So GXK, who wants to go first? Who wants to go and talk shit about Greg? Let's not go with you first because we're just going to talk shit about that movie. Anna or Charles? Have you guys seen the movie yet?
Because I'm always positive. I went and saw it. I thought it was fantastic. I'll say that about any movie. It takes a lot for me to not like a movie. So, I loved it. I don't like King Kong. I don't like apes at all. But I loved the movie. It was fun.
Classic
it was
Closet
fun.
Case self-loather.
I loved when Kong used the mini Kong as a weapon. I don't know his actual name. It's just Baby Kong.
Suko.
Oh, that's an unusual name. But Suko was used as a little flail, and I thought that was hilarious. But the monkeys creeped me out a ton. But I thought it was really fun. Just a lot of monster action, good music as well. Love the classics. But there's one thing that, like, spoiler, I think, that I didn't notice that someone only brought up to me yesterday, but was Space Godzilla kind of hinted at? Someone suggested that he might have been, with like the crystal shapes were the kind of shapes of his shoulder, and like something about like Godzilla eating a star in some point. I don't know if I completely missed that, but did anyone else pick up on that, or am I being lied to?
No. It's like they mentioned like the kaiju who ate a star or something, and the Hollow Earth has a bunch of wacky crystals. So I mean, you're not crazy. So
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Space Godzilla would be awesome.
Okay. So are we doing the score? Are you going to give it a score now, or are we doing the scores at the end? What are we thinking?
I can give it now.
You can give it now? Okay, let's go. What do you give
7.5.
Man, from the way you were talking about it, I thought you were going to give it even higher.
Oh, I'll say 8 then. 8.
8.
I never give anything a 10. And 9's a bit high.
Yeah.
But it was definitely fun. I only get minus points for the monkeys.
Okay.
Pick a cooler kaiju than just a big stinky monkey.
We got 8. We might as well go to the. I guess it would be good to give it positive, negative, because I know Greg is gonna shit on it. So let's go, Greg.
We gotta average it out, man. We gotta average the score out like we did last time.
Yeah, we will.
All right. I don't know if I'm gonna shit on it as much as you think. I mean, I've got issues with it. Okay, so it's set in for me now, and really, I'll be honest. What's helping it a lot is my second viewing with all the kids. Like, it landed perfectly for them. Like, they were literally cheering in the theater, and they loved it. So just that right there, I can't hate the film. And in that moment, I was like, oh, there's definitely going to be more of these. Like kids fucking love this. They are eating it up. Suko being used as a flail might be the best scene in the film. And this might surprise people. I think Suko actually was not that bad of a kaiju. Actually, I thought Suko was way less annoying than I thought Suko was going to be. Suko really wasn't that bad to me. I do have a lot of issues with parts of the plot and some Deus Ex Machinas, like, oh no, Kong has frostbite. Oh no, hey, thank goodness we have a glove. Just wait right here, and the glove juices him up and it fixes frostbite. And it's right here. So and the kaiju dentist also is, yeah, he's a ridiculously absurd character.
How is he absurd?
He's a fucking kaiju dentist, and he's also a fucking kaiju mech armorist. Like,
He's a kaiju vet, Greg. Not just a dentist. He's a vet.
What's wrong with that? There's been kaiju for years, so why can't he be one?
Actually.
All right, Helmy, you're right. There can be one. All right.
What's next? A kaiju lawyer?
As a kaiju lawyer,
They have rights too, okay?
the action was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, but they did lose a lot of scale in the Hollow Earth. I'm pretty sure that the director said Adam Wingard. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think he gives a fuck about scale because there just isn't any in the Hollow Earth. I'm gonna go with Anastasia here. Fuck monkeys, because I think I'm okay with Suko and I'm okay with Scar King. I think the idea of like there being a society of Kongs actually is kind of lame. I think that just demystifies Kong a little bit. Also, what the fuck were they doing in the Hollower Earth? Also, the Hollower Earth. I mean, it's just kind of a lame device. Like, there's a Hollow Earth in the Hollow Earth.
There's going to be a hollower Earth.
You're right. And seriously, what the fuck were they doing? Scar King was just sitting there for thousands of years while they were mining something for reasons.
No, I think it was explained that Godzilla trapped them there.
Right, but Godzilla assumptively trapped them there like thousands of years ago.
Yeah, so they're mining their way out, I guess.
But what are they eating?
Yeah, and Scar King's just sitting there, and there's 4 of them just holding Shimo forever, in perpetuity.
I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about this film, it's really dumb, but it is a fun film, and there's a lot of kaiju action. Godzilla is kind of a guest star in his own film. It's much more of a Kong film, so I'm surprised Anna liked it as much as she did, because it really is a Kong film.
Yeah.
It's I'd say just as good. I'd say same level as the last one. So 5.5 out of 10.
Oof. Okay, next.
Okay. Is it me or you, Helmy?
Let's go with you.
You got to go, Helmy. It's going to be a good one. You said good, bad, good, bad.
Yeah, man.
All right, so I watched it for the first time in Japan, which was really, really cool. Thanks to my really, really good friend Ed. He brought me to the American Naval Base. That was really, really cool to see it there first in Japan. And I was really impressed because everyone, when I was watching the movie, people were literally cheering, laughing out loud. And you don't get that often in the movie. So I was having such a good time. In fact, I laughed out loud a couple of times. And I was glad that I was at that location as opposed to a cinema in Japan, because people would probably be staring at me for laughing out loud. But it was genuine. You know, I couldn't control it. And I had such a good time watching it. And then when I brought my nephews, right, for the second time to watch it in Singapore, that was in Singapore as well. And they loved it. They were having such a good time. They laughed, they cheered, and again, Singapore is kind of like Japan, where people don't really have a lot of reactions in the cinema. Even then, people were cheering and laughing and stuff like that. So it just goes to show, testament to how fun the movie was. I'll admit there are some issues with, like, you got to leave your brain at the door kind of thing. I just realized I'm not on solo layout. Why am I showing Greg? Let me show me. Okay, so and I had such a good time. Honestly, it was fun. The music, I'll be honest, Anastasia, the music didn't really hit it for me. I didn't hear anything that stood out so much. I mean, it wasn't bad, but nothing really stood out. I don't think I really heard many of the classic tunes as well. I saw the final
They
battle
played
of
a
Epic.
few like 90s songs.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. I did not have much of an issue with the movie. I knew it was going to be dumb. I went to it thinking it was going to be dumb. I was not let down that it was dumb, but I had a good time. And again, like, I think a lot of people drew the comparisons between this new bunch of MonsterVerse movies with bits of the Showa era, because there's a lot of silly bits in the Showa era as well. You have to leave your brain at the door with some of the logic that is applied in the Showa era, and the same for this movie as well. So I did not mind it. In fact, a few bits were a few throwbacks to the Showa era, which I appreciated, and I noticed that. I was like, oh shit, dude, I know that scene. So that was fun. I had a good time. So I'm gonna give it an easy, for a kaiju movie. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. 8.5.
I hate
Right,
that you
so-
do that. I'm just gonna say
Why?
that you and it's fine, but you rate it on a different scale. You rate a kaiju movie as a kaiju movie, and like
Okay.
that's why. Okay, because if I'm gonna make a different scale, I'd probably rate this a little higher. But I rate all movies on the same scale. So if I'm giving it a 10, we're talking about fucking 2001, or we're talking about a Godfather film. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So the fact that I give it a 5.5, I think that kind of pisses you off, because you're like, how are you rating it so low? And I'm just like, I'm rating it relative to all other films. But see, you rate it in its own scale. You rate it against just kaiju films. And like,
Yeah.
I think there are kaiju films that can scrape that upper tier. Like, I think -1 gets it. I would say that's like an 8 out of 10. You know what I mean? Of all films, I would put that against really good films. You know what I mean? And that's why I think that's why I don't rate kaiju films in their own league, because -1 exists and 54 exists and the Gamera trilogy exists. You know what I mean? Like, there is some really good kaiju films. You don't
Yeah,
have to
but-
rate them on their own.
Nah, I disagree. I respectfully disagree, because I feel like with kaiju films, there is your chances of making a good kaiju film that everyone can appreciate without going stale is very low. So
It's harder.
I'm gonna always.
I'll grant you
base-
that. It's far harder. But
Yeah.
you know, it's not impossible. There's enough examples to
Yeah,
prove
yeah,
that it's not
but-
impossible.
But here's the thing: outliers shouldn't be the measure, right? You should be using exception should not be the rule. So I go by the base of what is most common.
But then that's just basically saying this genre is shitty, and I don't like that.
It's not shitty, but it's not mainstream consumable, I would say.
I don't understand, at least for me, and I get like, okay, the biggest thing that I would understand would be money, but like, and presentation. But how is Tokusatsu any different than a fucking comic book movie? And those are literally getting nominated for Best Picture right now.
Because I would say for me, I think comic book movies are a bit more believable.
A bit more
And-
believable. Those movies are fucking
more
trash,
believable.
man. Like
No.
a CGI
I mean-
Black Panther throwing CGI cars.
Yeah, but compared to it's really a lot harder to tell a kaiju movie, because you don't get as much emotion. You can't really act with words in a kaiju movie. You know what I mean? So with characters like you mentioned like Captain.
chat.
Sorry,
Mhm.
what?
He said -1 has entered the chat.
Yeah, how many minus ones are there? There's not many. Come on.
There's more than minus one of them.
Yeah. So, how many words Godzilla spoke in minus one? 0.
You know, but every time Godzilla does speak, you say it's fucking cheesy, okay? Then fuck you. It's a double standard, all right?
I didn't say that. I didn't say it was cheesy.
Oh,
You
no,
know,
come on.
but
Let's
I'm
get
just
real. When
saying-
Godzilla literally talks, that shit is pretty cheesy.
I thought it was hilarious. I did not mind it when he spoke.
Hey, Anguirus.
Yeah. So for me, it's always going to be on that scale. It's always going to be based on the kaiju movie because, like, it's a fun based on the kaiju movie. It's fun and it's going to be an easy. What did I say? 8 or 8.5? I think I say 8.5.
You said 8.5, yeah.
8.5. All right.
Do you do that for
let's
like
go.
everything though? Like, do you like horror movies? Do you
Yep.
quantify them separately also?
100%?
I actually do that, yeah.
But what about
I
like
have two
Psycho? Psycho's a real
No,
fucking. That's
I have 2 skills. One, which is a kaiju movie, and then the one based it on the movie. I can do based on the movie. I can score that. But for me, for this, it's always going to be based on the kaiju. So if it's going to be a horror stream, it's going to be based on a horror movie. But if it's going to be a podcast about movies in general, then my score for GXK will be a lot lower.
I have one scale. Okay, I judge Xanadu the same way I judge the Wizard of Oz.
Nah, I feel like it's a bit unfair, but that's me. All right.
It is a bit
So-
unfair because the best of the best are always going to be the best.
I can't be trusted with movie ratings because my favorite all-time movie is Tom Cruise's War of the Worlds. So
I love
Oh,
that movie.
not
That-
exactly. it's the
I
best
like that
of all
movie a lot
time.
too. But I make fun of it though. I call it the running away from the War of the Worlds.
It actually is.
I feel like it's probably Spielberg's like most underrated. I don't think enough people appreciate it.
That movie's
fucking love
It is
tight. We should-
fantastic.
We need to do little sub chats because I would love to do a review of that. That movie's excellent, and I
Yeah.
agree it's very underrated.
it. Mhm.
I reckon I've seen it at least 20 times. I could probably quote every scene from that movie.
I saw it in theaters when it came out.
I did too.
Oh. I'm too young for that.
Oh,
Oh.
shit! Hey, next week, not to go totally rando. Next week, Alien 45th anniversary in theaters.
Lord of the Rings Extended Edition is coming to theaters for the first time in 4K. I'm like pretty pumped about that. That's
All right, Charles.
Yep.
No.
We gave it an 8.5.
I know. I got the score tallied up. We're gonna get an average here.
Yep.
Honestly, man, like I've had some time to digest GXK. I think I said it on the last episode that like GVK is my favorite so far of the MonsterVerse, and that has not changed. I just when I saw the movie, it was cathartic because it was like, people did cheer and applauded at the end, and it was kind of wild because it's like, holy shit, you don't see that a lot with Godzilla movies. I went on opening night, and it was really cool seeing that kind of experience happen for something that I've always loved that most people had no idea about, but now it's like a jam-packed theater and everyone's having a great time. As far as the experience of seeing it was great. As far as the film itself, I'll start with the pros. I really like that Adam Wingard went all out with his homage to 1980s films and 1980s atmosphere. The soundtrack with kind of the vaporwave, sounding themes and the colorful looks and all that. Like he had said that he really enjoyed going to toy stores in the 1980s and seeing all the colors, and he wanted to make this film like that. So I think that he definitely leaned heavily into that, and I respect it. I enjoyed it. Like Helmy said, there were some good Easter eggs. Ghidorah Stan 1964, great Easter egg, things like that.
Gargantua Insurance.
Yes, lots of really, really cool things. And he had said that he was putting a lot of Showa stuff in there, which, like I said, he's a man of his word. I respect it, He said that he was going to do these things, and he did it, and I like it when directors do that, and they're not just trying to sell hype. because a lot of directors just try to sell hype, and I like that he lived up to his word. As far as like the characters, I for one really liked the kaiju dentist. I thought he was entertaining as hell. I liked his relationship with Bernie.
Trapper.
Yeah, Trapper. Like Dan Stevens like leaned so heavily into that role, and it was just having so much cheese with it.
Let's bring a podcaster and a child on the super secret monster mission.
Yeah, dude, he
Appropriate my culture.
yeah, exactly. It's funny too because he did a movie before with Adam Wingard, The Guest. If anybody's seen that, it's like a kind of a horror film. But yeah, so I thought that Bernie was pretty funny in this one too, and I like that he had another character to bounce off of, because I think that was why a lot of people thought Bernie was annoying in the last film, was because nobody else kind of fed into his behavior. But in this one, we got a character that did. As far as the storyline, I don't like that. So we're gonna kind of get into mixed things here now. I don't like that Godzilla took a total backseat. The scenes with him were great. The Coliseum thing was fucking. I love that he just went back at the end of the film. The whole theater was laughing when he just went back to sleep in the Coliseum. That was cute. I like that. I do like the design of the transformation. As far as the action though, is where I'm a bit mixed. Most of the stuff that happens with Kong and Suko and the other apes, I thought was great. I like the fight with Scar King when he's like flipping around, and of course you do lose sense of scale, like Greg said, but simultaneously, I thought it was really dynamic and it looked really cool. I liked the idea of a really fast kaiju, but at the same time, when they go into like zero gravity in the Hall of Earth, I got completely taken out of it. Oh, that was absolutely ridiculous, a bit too ridiculous. We almost got kaiju jousting, almost, but not quite. And I also thought that was ridiculous too. The final battle was meh for me. I didn't really like it too much. I feel like Shimo or ShamWow, what's the pronunciation? Shimo, right? Or is it Shimu? Shimo.
That's just Scar King's dog.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to bring up. Is that Shimo was completely underutilized. It was this kaiju that I thought was going to be a big bad, worse than Scar King, and then it's just a pet by the end of it. I did like how big Shimo was. That was cool, but we didn't really get to see that scale until they were in a city.
There's no explanation on the crystal and the level of control and how that works. And I mean, and part of that, I guess, for the film itself just works. It's just like, go with it. Just here we go. We're rolling. But at the same time, it's like, how does he control her? When did he get the crystal? Like, what's the mechanism?
Yeah, the crystal costs me. I know that somebody says that in like a exposition comment at some point. That it's when they're looking at the hieroglyphics, like literally the easiest way to do exposition in an adventure film is to just show hieroglyphics and be like, this says that, and that says this, and this is that. But they did that. It was like
I'm reading storyboards.
Yeah, exactly. He's controlling Shimo by like inflicting pain on her with the crystal. But again, there's no explanation as to like how he got that, etc. Mothra cameo. I would have preferred Rodan. Not gonna lie, I would have preferred Rodan. I don't like the Mothra design. That's what I needed. The Mothra cameo was kind of I didn't really care. I wasn't really like excited.
Mothra reemerges fully grown, also thus breaking the conventions as established in the MonsterVerse.
Yeah. Well, I almost got the feeling that she was some type of like spiritual entity or something.
Or a post-production add-in.
Maybe. But yeah, no, I mean, I feel like, and Helmy's going to get mad at me for saying this, but I feel like if I don't watch this movie again, I'm probably going to forget 90% of what happens in it. I do think it was kind of throwaway and forgettable. I'm looking at it as something for kids, though. Is how I want to judge it and rate it and view it. And I said that multiple times in the group chat that like this movie isn't good, but it's going to create a whole new generation of fans, and kids are going to lose their damn minds. You know, if I was a kid and this movie came out, it would have been like one of the core memories of my childhood. And you know, and for that reason alone, for what the film is trying to do, because when I grade, I try to look at intention too. I don't want to compare it to Saving Private Ryan or Schindler's List, you know, but I do want to just look at it as the quality of the film, of the writing, of the cinematography, of the effects overall. By the way, there's some very janky special effects in the film. One specific, and once I mention this, when you watch the movie again, you're never going to be able to not see it. But I have a very good eye for Uncanny Valley stuff. And the scene where Godzilla comes out of the ice, there's actually clipping happening on his spines where the snow is clipping into his spines, and you can see it. And it's very jarring. And it was just a split second, but I'm like really good at noticing things like that. So
I'm pretty sure I saw a scene as well where Kong's tooth had reverted back to normal and was not the replaced tooth as well.
Yes.
I thought I was just seeing things though.
Yeah. So there are, you know, some issues there. Granted, this had the lowest budget out of any MonsterVerse film yet. So what they were able to accomplish is fascinating.
Hang on,
yeah.
it's the lowest budget.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
135.
Wow.
Lowest budget. Yeah, which is crazy, right? But yeah, so I mean, you know, overall, like what the film is trying to be, a homage to the 1980s, a film for kids and everything like that. For what it's aiming to be as mindless fun, I would give it a 7. A 7 out of 10. If it was like for like my personal enjoyment, etc., it would be a lot lower. But I'm looking at it as something for kids, and I'm looking at it as what it is trying to accomplish as a piece of art. And I think that as far as what it set out to do, it succeeded. So
See,
I would give it a 7 out of 10.
Helmy hates on the way I am so critical of these things, but I think I need to be here to be the ringer because our average rating is a 7.25, and I think that's very fair for this film.
Do you include Devin's score of 8?
I didn't because he's not here.
Yeah, screw that guy.
Yeah.
If you include his score, what was it going to be?
All right, hold on. I'll put it in right now. 7.4. It's still pretty fair. Still pretty fair. Yep. So I gotta say with what Charles was just saying, I saw it twice. I saw it the first night with Devin and Devin's friend from work, and it was just the three of us, and it was the early showing, and that was more of like the Godzilla fans, and it had a very good reception with the audience. Like the audience didn't dislike it, but it was a little more subdued, and that's when I was being quite critical of it. And then I saw it the very next day with the children, and holy cow, the way this landed on the kids, I was like, okay, it's going to get another point or two in my book just because of that. Like Charles said, it accomplished its mission. It certainly satisfied those kids. It will become that core memory for those kids. It will be a touchstone Godzilla film for an entire new generation, and that new generation assures that all of us in here, we're going to get several more films. So how can I hate it?
Exactly.
Yeah. So finally, we have our post-pod discussions, right? This is going to be really quickly because I think everyone needs to leave soon. So I just got a couple of things to talk about. First thing is we'll probably table this in our private discussions in terms of how we actually going to scale it. You know, in the very end, we have one consistent scale, maybe a combination of everything, but we'll keep it separate. But what I want to talk about, right, and this potentially for next week's or next month's post-pod discussions is the topic of gatekeeping, because I would love to talk about gatekeeping. So next month we're gonna talk about like Is it good? Is it bad? Should we have it? Should we not have it? And we have it, what kind of standards should we employ and stuff like that? So I can see what Charles doesn't agree with gatekeeping, but okay, we'll see. We'll see. I am very keen to talk about gatekeeping next month.
Can we please get Wyatt? Can we please get Wyatt in here?
Special
Please.
guest speaker Wyatt.
God, dude, he
Yeah.
would be so much fun.
Yeah.
So I could speak to his perspective a little bit, and I don't want to speak on it right now because this will be next month's discussion.
Yeah.
I think the idea and this is all I'll say about it. I think the idea, and I think it's the term gatekeeper is it's too it's too nebulous. You know, it's what do you mean when you say that? Because like Wyatt's biggest thing is, and I completely agree with this. Why are you calling me a gatekeeper if I'm just encouraging you to watch more Godzilla? You know what I mean? Because some people, they get like this modern generation, they get their fucking their feathers in a tiz if you just tell them like, hey, have you watched the old films? How dare you assume my fandom?
That's an interesting
I guess
topic,
so.
Helmy.
Yeah, we'll save
Yeah,
that
yeah.
for next month. That's a good one.
Hey, Helmy, before we close out, I wanted to get
Yeah.
everybody's ranking of GXK in the Monsterverse. We didn't
Yeah.
do that.
That's good.
Like
That's good.
where do you have it on the tier list of all the different films?
Let's go through. Let's have Anna start. We'll just go through the order that we talked about the film.
Might be a bit of recency bias, but maybe second best.
What do you have for number one? Just curious. 2019?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also gonna have probably some recency bias and probably put it second best also. But beyond that, my list is very different from Anna's. I think 2014 is the best MonsterVerse film. And then I'd say it turned into something completely different after 2014. And then I'd say Godzilla X Kong, and then Skull Island, Godzilla versus Kong, and then 2019 at the very bottom.
Yeah, I would I'd put it like number 3, I think, because GVK is my favorite, and then 2014, and then probably this one, and then 2019, and then Skull Island. I hate Skull Island. Can we please talk about that one day? I want to
I
shit.
forgot about that movie. I forgot it existed.
I want to shit on it. Anna and I will both shit on it. Please.
I'd have to rewatch it because I do not remember that movie.
I can't. I
Well,
can't
we're
make
gonna
it
have to-
through the full film. I can't.
We're gonna have to pick our movie for next month. It could be Skull Island. It could be Yongari.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. Okay, so hang on. So for me, 2019 goes without saying. Number
Ugh.
2, Godzilla vs Kong. Number 3, GXK. Number 4, probably Kong Skull Island. And then number 5 would be 2014. Did I miss out anything? That's all, right? That's all the movies, right?
Yeah.
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 We have 2014 so low. I'm actually surprised.
Because I don't want to be watching Godzilla fighting on a tiny ass kitchen TV screen. Okay, that pisses me off so much.
You have the best human performance in all of the MonsterVerse with Bryan Cranston, even though it was
No,
short-lived.
The Brody guy? No, heck no.
Kick ass.
No,
Yeah,
Bryan Cranston. He had the best human performance in all of the MonsterVerse, even if it only lasted for like 20 minutes. And
I
then
agree.
you also have a film that's like a homage to Jaws, man. I'm a huge Spielberg fan. I love that homage to Jaws. That's why I love 2014 so much.
Now, 2014 will always be at the bottom of my list. Always.
I put 2014 significantly higher than the rest of the MonsterVerse.
It's a real.
Oh,
it's
no,
an
as a
actual
movie?
monster movie.
Yeah, as a movie.
Yeah,
2014
again.
is the one.
That's that rating thing again.
Sorry, man. When I go into watching a
See?
kaiju movie, yeah, but here's the thing. You
As
ask
a
kid to watch
movie,
2014.
I'm gonna give 2014 like a 7. You know, it ain't no Forbidden Planet. That's an 8. You know.
Yeah. But here's the thing: you put a kid to watch 2014 versus GXK. Come on.
I'll tell you. Okay, quick story, and then we'll have to do a couple more odds and ends. 2014 was the first movie I took my daughter to. She was 2.5 years old. I was surprised she literally stayed up through the whole thing. And at the end, I asked her what she thought, and she said it was okay. King Kong versus Godzilla was better, and I was like, yes, that's my child. That's my child. So,
okay, so
King
just
Kong
one
versus
last thing.
Godzilla is better.
Yeah. One last thing, which is okay. We're going to talk about the movie we're going to choose for next month. But what do you think about the current box office scores? No cheating, because right now I feel like it's closer to what I envision it to be. I said between 450 and 650. So I think it's going to end up at 550.
I think it's going to end at 550, and hats off. I said 450. So the film's doing better than I thought, and that's great. I'm not David Dobko, and I'm not Wyatt. I'm not angry that the film is successful. I want the film to be successful, and I want more MonsterVerse. As much as it's not my favorite Godzilla thing, it guarantees more -1s and more Shin Godzillas. So and more.
Okay, Charles.
I still think it's. I think it's possible it'll get to 600. Possible. If there is a see these movies do this thing, where they'll have some type of event or something that'll happen towards the end of the box office run. Like even if they announce what the next film is going to be or something like that, they'll do things to create artificial enticement for people to go see it. I think that if there's
literally re-release it at the end of summer, and it'll make that.
Yeah, they could do that too.
Yeah.
Like literally, if there's like a surge, towards the end of its run, I think that it'll hit 600 for sure.
All right.
I don't even know what it's currently at.
It's at 500 right now.
Oh yeah, it can do it. Especially, is it out everywhere overseas, or are there countries that hasn't come out yet? Okay.
Anna?
I can do it.
Can't remember what I said last month, but I'll go for 550. Seems
550?
like a conservative guess. Yeah.
All right. So next month, what movie are we talking about? Should we finish off all the MonsterVerse? Might as well.
Skull Island.
Really?
Please.
Skull Island?
Let me
I
shit
cannot
on
remember a
this
single
movie.
bit, so I'll watch it again.
I don't.
Skull Island.
I won't
Yeah.
torture myself and watch it again. I remember it very clear.
You have to watch it again if we choose Skull Island.
God, I'll try. I'll try.
Hey man, I watched 2019 and took those notes.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, you went crazy. Yeah,
Okay,
my
okay,
favorite
right,
part
so-
of Greg's notes was how many times Friday Night Lights should have died. That was perfect.
All right, cool. So,
All right, so
we'll do
Skull
this
Island?
again. Yeah, I think Skull Island.
Let's
Let's
see
do
it.
Skull
All right,
Island. Yeah.
I'm fine with that, but I will say that's a lot of modern MonsterVerse stuff. Like we should go the opposite end of the spectrum for the month after that.
And I feel like we should just finish it. Might as well, and then we're done with MonsterVerse.
Yeah.
So
wait,
yeah.
so wait, we gotta do. If we do that, then the following month we'd have to do Godzilla versus Kong.
We haven't done it yet.
We haven't done 2014 either. We've only had 3
Yeah,
episodes.
we did 2019 Monarch and the new one.
Okay.
So we're only halfway done with the MonsterVerse.
We're done. Okay. What's everyone's thoughts? Should we finish MonsterVerse, or do you want to split things up?
Why can't we change up the format a little bit and do okay, I'm just gonna say it. I think we should do 2 episodes next month. I think that we should do one where we really break down movies, and we could do a Showa and we could do a MonsterVerse, and then we could have the crap format for the second episode, or vice versa. I think that would be awesome.
No, I like that.
we could really talk and really break down these films.
All right. We'll bring it offline because I think Anastasia has to go soon. But let's here we go.
Oh shit! Yeah, I was meant to go 15 minutes ago. Oopsies.
All right, see you guys.
So
Thanks for
tentatively,
hanging out.
Skull Island for next month.
Tentatively.
Okay.
All right.
See you guys.
Bye.